Hello everybody, this is Scott. I am back with another video, and in this one I'm going to be talking about what it is to actually physically own a website that you pay for and that you run and what it takes. Now a lot of people think having a site is just lines and lines and lines of coding, and if you don't know it then you shouldn't bother. Well, that's not true. Yes, I know how to do HTML. I can do CSS, Java, JavaScript, blah 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 blah. Doesn't matter. As technology is advanced to the point where basically anyone who knows how to use their mouse and keyboard can have a site. Now, generally when it comes to debugging and adding unique items, that can be more difficult. It's not, though, as long as you have someone you can ask or you can call them up. So what does it truly take? You'll need two things. You'll need a URL. You have to purchase a URL, and you have to get a hosting. So I have two things that I recommend over any of the other competition for reasons based on statistics, pricings, and features that you will enjoy. So if you are looking to buy a domain, GoDaddy is the largest domain provider. It has over 50 million people that use it, and they're super cheap. So if I want to go for www.com and I search that, GoDaddy's going to tell me, okay, I can buy it this, and it's going to cost me for .co, .org, mobi.com, and if I say buy it, it's going to cost me 10 bucks. That's per year. It's actually an extremely good deal to own your own thing. And right here, I can buy all of them. .net, .info, .org, all for $15. That's actually a nice little deal. GoDaddy's extremely cheap, and that's actually their highlight of their business. That's what they are. Now, if you are looking to buy from another place, let me remind you that it's probably going to be more expensive. And as far as who you buy your domain from, doesn't mean anything at all. Now, the thing about GoDaddy is I cannot recommend their site at all for hosting. The reason being is if I go to website hosting, here's what you get for paying $7 a month. Malware scanner, there's a lot of actually other tools that do the exact same thing, and other sites already offer that. SSL certificate, premium DNS, common issues, prevent people from blah 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 blah. Website accelerator, there's already tools to do this, and if you have your site the way it is. Customizable mobile site, there's so many free tools that can do that already. Ad credit, if you pay attention to the fine print, you have to spend like $25 to use this. Can't use the gift card or anything. Bing credit, you have to spend $25, one promotional per user, per customer. You do get unlimited email addresses, unlimited databases, unlimited disk space, and unlimited websites. Now, if you are a person who's brand new and you're looking for cheap, easy to use hosting, this is something you'll want. However, if you want more features and more bang for your buck, that completely blows GoDaddy out of the water, which is why I will never consider using them, then I recommend another site called HostGator. HostGator is my favorite hosting service because their plans are super cheap. Now this one is $10 for 20% off. It's gonna put it at like $5.36. I think that's gonna be $12. $12 a month plus your $15 a year for your domain, if you got that bundle pack, that is. But let's go into what you get: unlimited disk space, unlimited bandwidth, unlimited domains. This is something else that you're not going to get with GoDaddy. Free toll-free number. Let's see what else they got. It's going to give you 100 minutes of toll-free. Yes, I've already learned that. 100 minutes, and it doesn't even look like I have that option here. So hold on, let's just come over here and see what they got in the small business. Nope. Don't see any toll-free numbers. So there goes that. Already beat it there. Free dedicated IP. The best thing is I can click on these. Oh, a business plan gives you your host account's own unique static IP address, and it tends to have a private SSL. A private SSL is a here, you can read it right here. Will act as your secure layer between your visitors and blah 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 blah. Essentially, you want a private SSL because if it's not private, then it can be easily switched with the IP, which can be changing. That's something that you don't want. Now you'll always, these are all the same, except for you'll get $100 at Google AdWords, and it even says right here after you spend 25. Unlike GoDaddy, that doesn't tell me that beforehand, tries to hide it under these links. Hold on. Another thing is, I come over to the domain FTP features. Park domains are okay. Anonymous FTP subdomains. A subdomain is essentially any other domain that you have under that one. So, like CNET, for example, has cnet.com, then it's got cnetdownload.com, but it's still the same site. FTP accounts, unlimited WordPress hosting. This is easy way to travel it over there, change it over there. All of these can be used to code it. Email hosting. GoDaddy offers, up until you get to their final one, you get unlimited email address. Well, you get all these, spam, all of this, which generally should already be included. I don't know if it has that. And as a POP3 account, essentially what a POP3 account is, it's your Outlook and your Thunderbird. It's going to send all the emails there. Generally not one of the easiest things to set up, and you should only use it if you're like constantly scanning it with some sort of antivirus. That's something you're going to want to do. You come over here, you got your control panel features. There's just a lot of stuff here. Real-time updates for your who's visiting the site and everything. Now here's where GoDaddy lost completely. This is where GoDaddy fails to succeed. Over here is where in GoDaddy is where you'll get your things. Unlimited products, 10 images per product, free merchant account. Yeah, we already know what that is. SSL certificate, mobile optimization, drop ship from multiple warehouses, and product specific coupons. Well, see, that's great and all, GoDaddy, but you're charging $25 a month. HostGator, on the other hand, offers these basically online stores. I mean, you're not going to probably, if you're going to sell something like physical, they'll place an order, it goes to your server, you read it off, and you'll send it to them. But generally, if you're doing an e-commerce based site, this is going to be perfect. All of these are extremely useful. Zencart, CubeCart are very nice for selling online items such as books that you may have written. Maybe you're a photographer and you sell your images to people. Give them like little snapshots, but don't allow them to get the whole thing. Great tools to use. But the best thing is they're actually included, and you also get your own toll-free number, which is included per month, 100 and an additional 4.9 cents per minute. Not a whole lot. You can set it to turn it off after those 100 minutes are used, but it is nothing that you should really be concerned with. But now let's go over this. You factor in the $10 that already includes the basic store. So we're going to give ourselves a calculator. Calculator. I almost misspelled it. What? Well, because I'm lazy. Calc. And I'm going to say, okay, 10. We're going to do $24.99 plus. What was it? $7.49. $7.49. $32.48. Now we're going to subtract $10.36. To get the features that you would from HostGator, you would need to spend $22 just for that's just having an additional store. You come over here, you get your integrations. Ooh. This right here, though, is what annoys me. Not this. Careless about that. They try to sell you the malware scanner as something. You don't need that, and I don't think you would want to trust GoDaddy. If you were offering a legitimate online business to sell items like this, this may actually be like a good idea. If you're selling physical items, it could be a good idea. Dropship from multiple warehouses. The one thing that annoys me the most is GoDaddy offers 1,000 gigabytes bandwidth. But there are other things for offering an unlimited bandwidth, like HostGator, which is also unlimited. Well, how can this be? Why would they only offer 1,000 gigabytes? It's generally to limit e-commerce. If you're downloading huge files, let's say someone's selling a game, this is not going to be a cheap service. It's not going to be. I mean, 1,000 gigabytes, well, yes, that is a lot. That's an insanely high amount. Never should you limit that. It's one thing to say, okay, well, I'm trying to stop them from using their large, let's just say they're selling an MMO, 20 gigs. So we'll just do 1,000, 3, we're going to divide it by 20 gigs. That's a small game. 50 people can download it. You've already used your limit. That's just one thing. Fraud management tools, all these I don't really care about. Don't care. Now, one thing that's interesting is it starts off for $4.99. Then it triples. Then it's $10 more. I don't understand their pricing strategy here. Maybe there was none. But as it seems, GoDaddy seems to be a great thing is a great place to buy your domains. The reason so many people think GoDaddy is a good idea because GoDaddy bought its name. HostGator does limited advertising. They just do a they just have like simple little ads on the site. I think even my website I have one. Let's just check that out. Okay, Control C. And I got Bitdefender AVG. That's just right now. Refresh. I know. Oh, I know why. I did already one article about it, and I was comparing that right here. I have a web. This is the most they'll ever do. GoDaddy does so much money. They spent so much money on advertising. It's the only reason they have so many people buying their domains. GoDaddy seems to be thinking that, hey, I think we're doing pretty good for ourselves. We're so well known. HostGator, on the other hand, they haven't paid for their name. They worked. Great product, cheap product. Well, not great. It's not cheap. Because it depends on how you look at it. But you look at it and it's just like, okay, why would anyone use an inferior product and spend more on the two? Logically, it makes no sense. But the reason is because people tend to safe harbor certain ideas. They're like, okay, I know this. They've advertised it. They're well known. I should use it. It's like people who use Windows Defender. It comes with Windows. I know it's good. It has to be good. It's from Microsoft. Generally, anyone who's in the who works in the field in security will tell you, okay, well, no, they have poor detection rates, and they're very limited on what they offer. But they will also determine if whether or not the computers are fit to run larger programs because if they're outdated or not. So that's just me. I personally feel that if you are going for hosting and owning your own website, you really do need to go to HostGator. As far as both of their control panels for simple and easy-based website development, they're both the same. HostGator has more options, and GoDaddy has its signature, and it's very easy to use. So thank you very much for watching this long video. Was kind of surprised it took this long. So please stay tuned for another one, and I will be back in the near future with more videos. So thank you very much, and